Okay, so first and foremost, I am not a film critic in any capacity, but I have some thoughts about the film Batman vs Superman, which was it had some great potential to be good, and then it shit the bed. I guess that's all to be blamed on the writing, but whatever. The film, like the first hour and a half, are probably the best part, except for all the stuff with Batman, because everybody knows his origin story. Nobody cares about his goddamn parents dying. Nobody needs to see that again. Batman also has a lot of dreams. This man dreams a lot and very vividly. There's a weird scene in the beginning where he has this dream that he's being lifted out of a cave by some bats, which I guess I understand the imagery. The bats saved him, and now he uses the bat symbol to save Gotham, but it was a weird scene overall. Also, Ben Affleck as Batman was, he was pretty good, except for the Batman himself itself. He seems to be like really clunky, which I guess is blamed on his old age and the suit he starts wearing, except for one fight where he's shown to be like super agile and he's, doing his Batman thing. He's also a terrible detective though. But at one point in the film, he gets a like child-sized piece of kryptonite that he uses to make some tear gas for Superman to inhale. But he doesn't use it very wisely because he makes like 3 canisters. He shoots one at Superman, shoots another at Superman, and then towards the end of the film, Alfred's like, "How many other things do you have left?" And he's like, "Oh, I have one canister, this child-sized piece of kryptonite, and my spear." Nate's talking about his junk, anyways. So I don't know. I just don't see how he only managed to make 3 goddamn bullets. Wonder Woman was probably the best part of the film, if not the best part, the second best part. Her introduction scene as Wonder Woman and her stuff as, just a human were really interesting and really cool. I like those scenes a lot. But it was still weird. There's a scene where she's like perusing some files, and there's 4 files in this folder, and she it's her file, Cyborg, Flash's, and Aquaman's, and for some reason she watches hers, skips Cyborg's, goes to the Flash, Aquaman's, and then Flash's, which is really strange because nobody views files like that. It's not like she has to go digging through these things. There's 4 like lined up in a row. I don't know, it was weird. I can't wait to see more of Gal as Wonder Woman because she was really great. Then there's Lex Luthor, who is a really cool mix of Lex Luthor and the Riddler, which I guess I get. He's a little wild man because he's like 20 years old in the film, or he looks really young anyways, and he still has his hair. But there's a scene where he grabs an egg timer of all goddamn things, and he like winds it up, and he tells Superman, "I have your mother, and if you don't bring me the bat's head, I will kill her." So he winds the clock timer up, and I guess Superman goes and spends like an hour or 30 minutes soaking and listening to The Cure while walking in the rain, because it cuts to another scene and there's these Russian guys who are holding his mom captive, and it's like their timer says 34 minutes. So somehow Superman has taken 30 minutes to go visit Lois, and then he's taken a little bit more time to go to actually fight the bat. Like, it takes way too long to get there, even though it's only across the bay, because Lex Luthor is standing at his tower, and he can see Gotham, like, in the horizon. Not even, like, at the end of the horizon, like, in between him and the edge of the horizon. So the film has some, like, really... the film is very easy to make fun of, and it doesn't, like, do itself any favors in that regard. So it just has some really bad pacing issues. There's also the thing with like Superman's death, where it's like the film goes out of its way to tell you that there are no people around, like severely out of its way. Like in news reports, Batman tells Wonder Woman, "Why did you?" She asks him, "Why did you bring him here?" And he's like, "Well, there's nobody here because the harbor for some reason is abandoned. Like an entire harbor has been abandoned. All those jobs lost. Rip to those families." And so only 2 people die. Superman dies in the conflict, and so does Clark Kent. And I don't know, I guess there's a scene where the editor of the Daily Planet is kind of like, I guess you're supposed to infer that he knows that Clark Kent is Superman, but I don't know. It's just really weird. There's like a picture of Superman and then a picture of Clark Kent. Those are the only 2 people who have died in this conflict. I don't know, the film was kind of bad. It was okay, I guess. Not nearly as good as Mad Max Fury Road, but nothing is ever as good as Mad Max Fury Road. I don't know. Go watch the film, have a laugh, because trust me, you're gonna have a laugh.